Welcome. In this video, I'm going to break down a strategy that you guys can use to pass your prop firm evaluations or just trade consistently and profitably on your own accounts. I've just recently tested out this specific prop firm called Rebels Funding to see how it is. And these were the results of phase one using this strategy with a profit factor of 2. I already passed phase one of it. I'm currently on phase 2, and I'm really liking this prop firm so far. So I do want to recommend it to you guys. But let's get into some of these setups and break down all the rules of this strategy. It's very consistent, rules-based, objective, easy to follow, so anyone can consistently follow this approach and be profitable with just a little bit of practice and just a little bit of market knowledge. So in my video that I uploaded yesterday, just doing some Bitcoin analysis, some people were wondering about a couple things. They questioned, what is this strategy? And it's pretty much the exact same strategy that I've always shown for the last 4 years on my YouTube channel. It's trend following pullbacks with hidden divergence, regular divergence. So I'm going to break down the exact setups, some of the ones I posted recently that I actually took. And so we had this H-bar setup just yesterday, 19 hours ago, that met all the criteria for this strategy. I'm going to go over that. I'll also go over this Bitcoin setup also that I posted here. And so we will break down some setups, talk about all the rules, and so how you guys can approach this consistently. I also do want to show you guys this prop firm because it's pretty much the best in the business as far as almost every aspect of it goes. So I really want to shout these guys out. I did set myself up with an affiliate link with them, but they're not sponsoring me. I've never contacted anyone who works for them whatsoever. I simply tried out their prop firm evaluation, read all their rules, and it's the best in the business. Cheapest prop firm fees, best rules, no rules designed to make you fail. And so really a big fan of these guys. So I'll explain this specific prop firm some more as well after going over all the rules to this strategy. So let's first get into this setup. So I posted this setup on Twitter here just 19 hours ago, apparently. And so this was the setup here. We flipped into bullish structure. We have a pullback with a discount. We have a bullish divergence, sweeping some lows. So what does all this mean? What is the strategy? Let's get into the exact setup here. So if you guys don't know, market structure is important because I always trade with the trend. I'm a trend trader who buys discount pullbacks using bullish divergence, hidden and regular bullish divergence, resets on indicators to get in at a discount and expect the next trend continuation move. So let's start out with step one of this strategy, which is the basic market structure. If we're going to be a buyer, we need bullish market structure. So let's do the market structure here. Well, this was the pullback that I was looking to buy, which means we need to be in bullish market structure during this pullback. How did I know we're in bullish market structure during this pullback? Well, it's because we flipped bullish right here when price closed over this high. So we were in bearish structure. This was the bear structure here. That was the high. We broke down, right? So we closed below that level where this pullback began. So we were in bearish structure, but then we came up and we actually broke that high, which flipped us into bullish structure on this candle close. So then what am I expecting from that point onwards? Well, I'm expecting that this low that was put in before the bull structure break is going to hold on close, and that this pullback is going to be a higher low and then follow through for a higher high. So pullback began right here after breaking bullish. We got a short-term swing high, short-term swing low, short-term swing high, consecutive up and down. And if you guys want to learn the exact rules to doing market structure the way that I do it, I actually have multiple videos testing this, explaining it, and they're right here. Market structure mastery, you must learn this first if you aren't profitable yet. And then next video, proven, highly profitable, high win rate trading strategy, full results shown. That's testing the market structure that I explained in this video. And then the next video, 3 in a row, each of them being very long, 50 minutes, 27 minutes, 20 minutes, all testing the market structure, showing you how I do the market structure so I know what direction to be trading in, what to expect. So not going to get into all those specifics of how to do the market structure in this video, but that's the rule, is trade with the market structure. And so we need to identify that first. So this is the market structure, right? This pullback here. And then what do I need? Well, I need to have a discount pullback in the context of the market structure. What does that mean? That means at least a 50% retracement of the move that took us into that bull structure, right? So this is the current bull structure, this move up, and then we pull back at least to 50%. We came down to the 618. So that's great. That's a discount. Okay. So I want to get it at a discount on a pullback and expect that the trend is going to continue. Okay. Now, what else do I want to see other than just a discount? Well, I want to have a reset. I want to have bullish divergence of some sort. So whether it's hidden or regular bullish divergence, well, we got this bullish divergence here. Notice 1 time, 2 times, higher low on our indicator. But each time that happened, we came down with a lower low on our price. So that's a regular bullish divergence, right? We also got a reset here on our TCI below the 0 line here. So this is what we got here. And if we go down to a lower time frame, I'm sure we can find our bullish divergence here on TCI as well. Notice we have this right here, bullish divergence, which it put in the exact bottom, which is when I made that post. Notice how that was essentially the exact bottom there when I posted this setup, expecting we'd follow through after flipping bull structure. And then a bonus to this setup, which I posted about, was sweeping some untapped lows in the context of the bull structure. Okay, so let's get rid of all this. What were those lows? Well, we had short-term swing low right here, right? So that was taken out, swept that low. And then we also swept this one right here. So we swept 2 untapped lows that were short-term swing lows, swept those, and with all the other conditions being met, we got a solid setup, which then we can target next untapped highs, okay? So the target is always going to be the next untapped highs. So these were the 2 nearest untapped highs that I saw. These were short-term swing highs. These 2 untouched, untapped swing highs right here and here. We already took out one of them, okay? And that could be another target. I actually updated the post and, even a little bit early before we took out the highs, and I said, okay, stop losses to break even. We got this big spike in the trade's favor, right? Stop losses to break even, and then considering partial profits, can give some consideration for taking some partial profits, perhaps, because I did say in that initial post, okay, I'd prefer it if we were over the 200 EMA, but we don't need to be if our bullish market structure is there. It's the most important thing is the market structure. Ideally, we'd be over the 200 EMA. So as we approach that 200 EMA, I was thinking, okay, maybe we take some partial profits, at least move the stop loss to break even, consider a partial profit. And then definitely at this point, that level being taken out should be a profit target. And then this level should be another profit target as well if you have a small position still open on this, okay, from this trade down here at the lows. And this one just happened to be the exact lows. It won't always work out like that. Now, let's move on to the next setup. So most recent one that I covered also, or one of the other recent ones I covered was Bitcoin. Okay, so let's look at it on Twitter so you can see it was posted publicly in real time. So I anticipated this setup forming, right? So we were in the bull market structure. I had already marked in all the structure. And then I was expecting we would at least pull back to the discount area, right? At least I wanted to see us pull back to the discount in the context of the bullish market structure because I wanted to have potential for an entry, right? And so what did we get after that? Well, looks like we got that pullback, right? We pulled back there and then must hold, maintain for our bull structure. And then it would make sense to sweep this untapped high. Okay, this is all very consistent. We can do it in real time. It's not just hindsight. Someone posted, oh, it's hindsight on my last video, and it's not at all. I trade this system live for many years. So it works, it's consistent, and you're going to take losses. Of course, any strategy you're going to take losses, but it's going to come out ahead over a series of many trades. Okay, so let's go into this setup now that we have everything completed here. And so the structure, let's mark in our bullish structure. This was a buy, so we need to have bull structure, right? So where did we flip into bullish structure initially? We were in bear structure over here, right? We were in a downtrend. According to my rules for marking market structure, which I outlined in these videos that I mentioned earlier that you should watch if you don't know how I do market structure. So we have this break right here. We broke over this level that put us into bull structure. And once that happened, I made the posts. This pullback here is for buying, okay? Bull structure, expecting a higher low and then follow through. So we actually got that. We got the follow through. So we can, this is the low before that flip into bull structure. So it's our bull structure low to hold, which we then held right here for the higher low. We followed through, closed above the high that began the pullback, which was right here. That was our structure. Then we got a new structure, okay? Another complex pullback here. This was the next bull structure, which was expected to follow through to the upside, which it did. Okay, so there's our next structure that followed through. And then this was the one that is just the most, or one of the more recent ones that I posted about that had a nice clean setup here that I can cover for you guys. So while this pullback was happening, what did we get? Did we get all our criteria? Well, let's draw it in. So previous market structure low right here that needs to hold. Remember, we want to have a discount. So step number 2, after knowing what our market structure is, knowing what direction we want to be trading, do we have a discount? Well, yes, we did. This pullback right here, this candle came down below that 50% retracement. So we're in a discount territory. That's great. And so let's take a look at our indicators. We got the full reset. Great. We got a full reset here. We even got a full reset here on our TCI as well. So that's great. Fully reset into oversold here, stochastic RSI. And then we also got our hidden bullish divergence. Okay, so that's another thing. We need to have our divergence in play. So there's a hidden bull divergence. We actually got it here and also right here. So double hidden bullish divergence compared to the last market structure, right? Lower on indicator, higher low on price. That's a hidden bullish divergence. And we also got at the same time a regular bullish divergence, higher low on indicator, but at the same time lower low on price. Okay, discount zone, even below that 786 level. And we got the regular bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence, reset TCI here, starting to curl up. And then, okay, we have all our criteria being met. So we can long this pullback, right? With the expectation, we're going to go towards our next untapped high. Oopsie. Okay. So sorry about that. Just accidentally hit the button. Okay, so next untapped high that we're targeting, this one over here, which we then spike up towards, and we hold the market structure on close, follow through, take out that high, and that is a solid setup. So those are the rules. We can jot them down. We can, take a look at other pairs. Let's, look at euro dollar. What trades have I been interested in taking recently with euro dollar? Well, let's just put in some of the market structure. I trade the S&P 500, gold, euro dollar, cryptocurrencies. I trade many different pairs, and it's the same setup on all of them. It's going to work more times than not. Market structure follows through more times than not. So you wait for the right setups and you just wait for them to come to you, get in with a good positive risk to reward ratio consistently, and you should be able to come out ahead over a series of many trades. So let's just jot down the rules. So rule number 1, market structure. So we need to know what direction to be trading in. So let's put in our market structure. Let's mark it in. So we were coming up here and then uptrend, obviously in bullish structure. Where do we flip into bear structure here? Right here. This low is taken out. Here's our high. When do we close below? So here, this candle closes below that level. So we get into bear structure. So we're expecting some downside continuation. We get a pullback, follow through down, pull back, follow through down, break into bullish structure, and then we go up for a bit. We actually break back bearish. So we're kind of up and down here. This is bear structure here. We're just going to, get to our most recent setup here. So let's see, where do we go? Bearish, this candle right here. And then we get into a pullback here. Follow through to the downside. and then we flip bullish right here on this candle. Okay. So this is actually where we begin our bull structure pullback right here. This is our bull structure low. So this is the current 4-hour bull structure. And we can also say that we're in daily bull structure, which needs to hold right here. So we know we're in daily bull structure, which the high is up here. So we're expecting that we're going to follow through to this high based on the daily bull structure. And then we go take a look at this 4-hour bull structure. We're in 4-hour bull structure here. We just need to make a higher low and then follow through. Well, did we pull back enough? Yes, we did. 618. And we don't update the bull structure high unless there's a close. So if you guys don't know how I do market structure, it's consistent, it's rules-based, and it's objective. So you need to watch these videos if you don't understand how I'm doing market structure. It's not up for debate. It's not, like one person does it differently than the another. This is a consistent rules-based approach. And if you don't understand why I'm marking it, where I'm marking it, then you should watch how to do market structure if you're not understanding that. So here's the pullback, the high right here down to here, 0.618. So we got a deep enough pullback. We also got a hidden bullish divergence and a full reset here. So take a look. We got at least our hidden bullish divergence there, higher low on price, but much lower, and reset on our stochastic RSI. Okay. Starting to curl up now with our TCI here. Didn't get a reset there, but we don't need to. That's not a mandatory. What I can note here also is that we did get a sweep on this low, and I'm currently in a position from that low sweep right there. On my prop firm account and also my other accounts. So this is a valid setup here. We swept that low. I saw it starting to wick back up. First swing failure there. See this low over here. Let's clean it up. So remember, we're in daily bull structure. We're in 4-hour bullish structure. The 4-hour bull structure is the one we're looking to trade. So we got the sweep on the low here, which is a bonus. We don't need to have that, but that's my entry trigger for that one. Reset also on our lower time frames. So that was the entry trigger for me when I saw that wick starting to form after sweeping that low and coming down to that 0.618 retracement at a discount level in the context of our 4-hour structure. So there it is. Sweep the low, hidden bullish divergence, full reset. And what is the untapped high to target for the 4-hour time frame? It's this one right here. So just expecting a follow through towards that high. And then another that we could look to would be over here. And with this strategy, you can also add in your particular skill set or knowledge about the markets. So my skill set evolves mostly around hidden divergence, regular divergence, trend following pullback entries, and sweeps on lows like it always has. And so if you have other things in your arsenal that maybe I don't, feel free to add those in. This is a good format that works really well for me. It has for many years, and it has about a profit factor of 2 based on the way I trade it, as can be seen here. And you'll see the next phase when I pass it, what we get for the profit factor, how similar it is. But yeah, that is the strategy. It's very simple, easy to follow, it's consistent. And if you just know how to do the market structure based on the videos I've made about it and tested it, I showed the results of how often it follows through and everything. I also did entry triggers here on that exact same system. So I've already made multiple videos about this strategy, but there were some questions on this video. I think they must have missed these 4 videos that I made about the market structure and this specific strategy. It's all rules-based and consistent, the approach. So if you understand it, you wouldn't be questioning, if it's rules-based. It's going to be fully rules-based. Either the setup's there or it's not. So there are rules that say that you need to have these criteria being met, and if they're not, you're not entering a trade. So that's it for the actual strategy. A few examples of recent setups and some of the ones I posted about, the one that I'm in currently on euro dollar for the long there. And so I want to give you guys a really good recommendation for this prop firm. I have a link in the description. Check out my link and use code REBEL10 to get a 10% discount on the programs. But you don't even need that discount because these are the cheapest in the entire industry, these challenges. So the most popular one, the $40,000 account, it's only $120 minus 10% if you use the Rebel 10 code. And then this is where you just need to have a 5% profit target, but you're going to have four phases. Okay. You have a 10% drawdown, 5% profit target. And the cool thing about this one is that they give you double your money back when you pass. Okay. So you're going to get your entry fees on your first payout, but double. They're going to give you money once you pass and get your first payout. With this one, you can do bronze, silver, gold, diamond. This one has 3 phases. Bronze. Silver has only 2 phases. Gold has 1 phase. Diamond, 1 phase. So if you want less phases, you're going to pay a bit more. See how it's $230 for the 40,000 or $420 for the 80. But with copper, you get $320,000 for 890, 160, 460, 40,000, 120. It's the most popular one there. I don't see why if you are wanting to save money on your prop firm evaluation, just go for one of these copper ones. It doesn't matter if it takes a little longer to pass. I mean, what's the rush anyway? But if you just want to get going right away, then, maybe go for a bronze 160,000 or a silver 80,000, something along those lines for less, just less time to pass it. But the reason why this is so good, Rebels Funding is the best prop firm that I have personally found and tested myself, is because the rules that they have are not hindering the traders from passing. A lot of prop firms are pretty slimy about the rules that they have. This one is not that way. They let you hold trades over the weekend. They don't force you to, not have a trade on euro dollar while you're in a trade on Bitcoin at the same time. Things along those lines that might trick people up and then cause them to fail when they don't even know what they did wrong. These guys are super good about the rules, and they have great reviews. They're the best one that I've seen holding trades over the weekend. You can trade on multiple pairs at once without them saying you're doing hedging. Because, when you look at something like you're in a trade on Bitcoin while you're in a trade on euro dollar or British pound, Japanese yen or something, and then some prop firms will say, oh, you're long Japanese yen and you're long Bitcoin, that's too much risk, or you're short Bitcoin, you're long Japanese yen or British pound Japanese yen, that's hedging or something along those lines. These guys aren't going to hit you with those weird rules that you would just not expect. So make sure you read all their terms and conditions, of course, but I've read through it and I've determined that I like these guys the most out of any prop firm that I've tested or found. So I wanted to recommend them to you guys. And I did sign up for an affiliate link with them. They're not paying me anything. I have not contacted Rebels Funding whatsoever. I have no contact with anyone from their company. I simply paid my own money to test it out and then to then recommend it to you guys. I've tested a bunch of different ones out, and this is the only one that I feel comfortable recommending to you guys so far based on my experience with them. So that is what it is. Check out my link if you want to use my affiliate link for these guys, and also use code REBEL10 if you check out with one of their challenges, and just read everything. For me, this is the best one. There's no time limit. That's something I did not mention. There's no time limit. So you can come in with the strict risk management. I've been risking 0.2 to 0.3% per trade. So just to give you guys perspective on how much I'm risking per trade, very little amount to risk per trade, okay? Even as low as 0.1% on some. I don't risk a lot, okay? You can risk more if you want, but personally, just don't see the point. I'm not in a rush. I'm just trying to test it out to see how good this is so I can recommend it to you guys. But so far, really cool, really good. Hopefully you guys can enjoy this prop firm as much as I have had a great experience with them so far. All right. So that's it for this video. Hopefully the strategy makes sense. I think it's pretty straightforward. I don't know if it's just me and I've just been using this type of strategy for so long where it just seems so simple, but to me, it's very simple rules-based approach that can be done extremely consistently and is not really, it's not open to interpretation where one person's trading it completely different than another. As long as you understand how I do the market structure, which is fully rules-based, there should be no difference in the trades that I'm taking versus another person, other than, if they just don't get the trade set up, they're just not there to get the entry at the right time. So that's it. I'm rambling. Have a nice day, guys.